How about now? How about now? Hello? 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 Yes. I don't know what happened. I was talking to myself for 5 minutes, apparently. I was waiting for your comments and I didn't get any. I was so confused, but everything was the same. Anyway, hello everyone. Good. Now we can see each other, we can hear each other. Perfect. The sound is good. The picture is good. Yes, I see the reactions. Amazing. Let's not waste any more time. We already wasted some time with this crazy YouTube studio. And I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to show you my presentation. Now, tell me what you can see. Can you see my presentation? Can you see my presentation? Okay, yes. Sorry, guys. Yes, my laptop is not ready for these kind of things. So it takes some time sometimes to, load everything. I'm trying to make sure I see your comments and you can see the presentation. So everything is working. And thank you for your patience. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. I welcome you at my online webinar where I will give you the full for successful learning. And we're going to start with introduction. Let me introduce myself. My name is Valerie and I'm an English teacher. I have been an English teacher for more than 13 years already. You probably know me from my TikTok. You can see my TikTok. Maybe I've seen this YouTube channel before. I am a linguist. In my diploma, in the corner picture, you can see me in my diploma. In my diploma, it says that I'm a linguist. This is the science that languages. So I've never really liked translating and teaching English, sharing my knowledge is more about me. So that's how I became a teacher. And you can see, yes, some of my students, you can see ever. My students love me. And I know this not just, not because I said so. I will show you one screenshot and I will prove to you that my students actually like me. You might know about my Telegram channels. Yeah, one of them is Phoebs, one of them is Peeps. So I just want to show you that I am not just a person who thing, without any experience. I'm the person who kind of knows what they are talking about and everything. And before we continue, I'd like comments. Where are you watching me from? let me please know. Which country or city? What's your name? Tell me just a couple of sentences before we move on. I want this session to be our conversation, not just me talking. So that's why I'm going to wait for a couple of comments about you. Where are you watching us from? Us. Yes, us. Me. Where are you watching me from? One, two, one, two, one, two. Where are you watching us from? Saudi Arabia. Wow. Hello. Hello, Marti. Turkey, Bursa. Sure. I'm also here. Well done. Okay. Hello, Sena. Hello. Okay, thank you so much. Now it's a conversation. Now we know each other a little bit more. That's great. So, when I told you that I didn't just imagine this, this is a certificate that I got from my school where I work. And I want you, I would like to show you this number. And this is my yearly student survey score. What does it mean? It means that for a year, my school was asking students about me as a teacher, about my experience, about my performance, about my techniques, about my methods, about my teaching. And this is the score that I got yearly. So, average score in a year is 4.86 out of 5, which is, as far as I remember, the highest score in our school. So when I say that my students love me for my teaching, I don't imagine that. And everything I share here, I will share here today with you is something that I've lived through. This is my experience. This is something that is science-based sometimes just my experience, but yes, this is the number that I'm really, really proud of. And also, except for my performance at a school with, actual physical students one-on-one or in the group, I also have I create a lot of different content. As I said before, I have a TikTok account, I have a YouTube channel, I have 2 Telegram channels, and people appreciate what I do there as well. And again, I don't just imagine this stuff. And when I say that my work and my content and my experience is important, this is what I mean. These are just 4 random comments and just 4 random messages that I found on my phone. And I get messages like this. Oh, now I see that I added 2 the same ones. That looks bad. But what I'm trying to say is that I have dozens of comments like this, and I get them almost every day. They are from different platforms, and they are about different platforms. People text me in direct messages sometimes to say thank you. People write comments on different platforms. So again, when I say that I know what I'm talking about, I really know what I'm to everyone. Now, are you still here? Just checking. That's all good and nice. I just wanted to prepare you for all the important and serious stuff we are going to talk about today. Because I want you to understand, yes, that again, I'm not imagining stuff. This is why it's so important for me for me that you understand it, because I'm going to say a lot of things that you either didn't hear before, or it's not very a common thing to hear. So usually you don't hear these things from teachers or from other just people who learned a language or something. And it can sound a little weird, and it can sound a little bit, what? Are you sure? So I want to prepare you. If you have thought like this, if at any moment you think, you have to trust me, trust my experience, and trust what I'm, everything that I have and all my knowledge that I have. So anyway, the agenda for today is 3 main points. We're going to talk about why you always start learning but then give up. We're going to talk about why motivation is overrated and why you actually don't need to be motivated all the time. I will explain to you. And slowly, but in a ready kind of way, in a not fast, but confident pace, we will move to the 3 main ingredients for success in any skill. If you at any moment you have questions, drop them in the comments. From time to time, I will pause and go to the comment section to see your questions or comments, because right now I cannot see them. Reason number 1, why you give up. You choose the wrong method, you choose the wrong pace, or you choose the wrong way. Sometimes it's all 3, sometimes it's just 1, or sometimes it's 2, but even if you choose the wrong one of them, you will encounter problems. You will face some problems. Method is a how. There are many different methods of learning a language. For example, communicative method. Communicative method is the method when you imagine you move to another country and you are surrounded. No one speaks your native language and you have to learn like a child, basically. This is the communicative method. There are many of them. Pace or speed is how fast you're going. People are different and people need different speed. We will talk about it later. And the way of learning is where, with whom. Is it going to be online? Is it going to be in a group, individually, face to face? Will you learn by yourself? Will you just get some materials and do it on your own? So all these 3 points are very important when you learn a language. I will pause here. What you think about that? Method, pace, and the way. My question to you is, did you always have the correct method, pace, and way? Or maybe already right now you can understand that, yes, maybe I didn't choose the correct method, or maybe I tried to go too fast. Like, did you get any insights already right now or not yet? Do you think you've ever had problems with method, or with the picture is not mirrored? It's so weird. So yeah, let me know what you think. Drop a couple of words, couple of sentences. I want to have a conversation with you, not just a lecture. Maybe you know the perfect method for yourself, or maybe you know the method that totally never works for you, or maybe you tried some way and it was wrong. Maybe you tried in a group and it was a disaster, or maybe you tried an online school and it didn't work for you. Tell me a little bit. You message me many times, but I don't reply. Um, you make me embarrassed right now. It depends on where you texted. If it was on TikTok, yes, I very rarely answer on TikTok. If it was somewhere else, then I'm not sure. I'm sorry. About online classes, give me a chance to finish this webinar and you will know everything that I have to offer. Okay. I should surround more English in my life. Okay, yes. That's a universal advice to everyone, actually. Have more English in your life. That's totally true. Totally true. Okay, I'm going back to the presentation. Keep writing, keep asking questions, keep talking. I will build it. Now, with the wrong method, if you choose the wrong method, what happens? You won't get any results, or the results that you will get some results, but they won't be the results that you needed. For example, imagine that you come to the gym because you want to lose weight. So you want to lose kilograms, you want to lose fat. But the coach chooses the program for you or gives you the program where you build muscles before losing weight. You won't lose weight, you will gain it because you are not losing fat, you are gaining muscles. So that means that your kilograms, the number will grow. And what will happen to you and your motivation? It will be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That's why the method should be the same and should suit your goal. Mm-hmm. If we want to lose weight, we should do cardio, for example. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying, if you want to build muscles, you will have this program. The same with food that you eat. Yeah, if you want to get blah blah result, you should eat this food. If you want to get blah blah result, you should eat this food. So the method should suit your goal. That's why the method is so important. Now, with the wrong pace, with the wrong speed, you will maybe compare yourself to others. This is what I always, very often see in group classes, in group lessons. When one student is very strong and he or she or they go very quickly and everything is super easy for them, and at the same time, in the same level, in the same group, there is a weaker student. And this student compares themselves to this strong student and loses motivation because, oh, he's so quick, he's so fast, he's so smart, I must be stupid, I cannot do it, and the person loses motivation. So with the wrong pace, you can start comparing yourself to other people, and or you can run for achievements. This is another very important thing that happens, unfortunately, when we have grades or points. Students run for points. I need points, I need grades, I need A's only, instead of a knowledge. So even if I don't understand this topic, it's not important. I need to continue. I need to move faster, because I need to get to the next level. I need to get the better grade. I need to earn more points. You know what I mean? So when it is too slow, it's boring. When it is too fast, it's difficult. Make sense? How do you feel? Does it make sense? And with the wrong way, if we choose, if we are not lucky about a teacher or about some classmates or the school or the program, the program, I mean like online. My cat is screaming. Wait a second. Can you open her? Yes, wait 1 second, please. The reality of living with cats. I can't concentrate when she's screaming so hard. Okay, there you are, the star of the show. Let me move back now. Like a baby. I'm so sorry about that. Speak slower. Okay, I got it. I saw the comments. So, yes, this is Penny. She's the youngest. I have 4 of them. She's the youngest. Always cries for attention. So when I closed the door to have this webinar, she didn't like it. She said, Mama, no. Open the door. And now she's purring. She's happy now. Yes, baby. Don't step on my laptop, please. Yes. With the wrong way. When you are unfortunately not lucky with a teacher or with classmates or with school or with the book they use, you also have a chance of disappointment. It's too difficult. If the teacher is boring, you can think that it's boring. If the way is wrong, for example, in this example, I've seen many students who were so bored in group lessons because everybody else is weaker. Yeah, the student is strong, and in the weaker group, they are bored. But as soon as they switched to private lessons, they thrived because now they don't need to wait for somebody. They don't need to wait their turn to say something or do something. They can practice all the time. For some students, it's the opposite. In group lessons, they are shy, they don't want to, no thank you. In private lessons, they are happy because there is nobody else. Or another example, individually, the person is bored. There is not much you can do. You cannot play, you can, but not as many games. You cannot play as many games as in the group. And when they come to the group, they're way more, encouraged and motivated and happy because now they have people around them. So the way you study is very important for your personality, and it is connected to your personality. What kind of person are you? What do you need as a student? What do you need to progress in the correct way and in the correct speed and everything? Right? Do you understand what I mean? So these 3 things, method, pace, and way, are number 1 why you give up. Now, you know my Telegram channel, FEEPS. If you don't, I have a Telegram channel, FEEPS. It's called FEEPS because it's free English practice space. What FEEPS offers? The method, how you can learn in FEEPS, it's called the correct scientific word is autodidactic. That means that self-learning method where you learn by yourself. Pace is self-paced. You come when you have time, you come when you want, you do what you want. And the way is absolutely individual and of course online because it's a Telegram channel. Peeps, on the other hand, this is my other Telegram channel that I have. The method is different because the method is the combination of two methods. Learner-centered, that means that I am, as a teacher, is more of a resource for you. I give you information, but I am not the authority standing next to you, like at schools, for example. And at the same time, in Peeps, the method is interactive. Interactive method means that I see where we have problems and we focus on these problems at the same time. So if I see that guys don't understand this topic from last month, we will spend some time and focus on it again. That's why it's a combination. Pace is controlled, self-paced. Guys still can come anytime they want, but because it's a monthly mini courses, this is a monthly subscription, you are still controlled because I give tasks. Sometimes tasks have limited time for finishing them and so on. So it's still self-paced. You still choose when to do something, but it's a little bit more controlled. And the way is also, of course, online because it's still a Telegram channel, but it's a group way. I lost the train of thought for a second. It's a group because it's a closed community and there is guys know each other now and they communicate sometimes without me, and we are like a little group that studies together. And then I will continue. Do I speak slowly enough? Now, I tried to control myself. I have a lot to say, so I really want to speak faster and move faster, but I try to control myself. Okay, I see no questions. If there are questions, come back to it a bit later. Now, reason why you give up number 2 is my favorite. And it's super logical on one hand, right? Because you are, can you hear me? Can you see that there is a connection problem? Is everything working? Hi. It's a logical step, right? It's a logical thought because you start at one point, you move. There are levels even, right? And at some point, you will finish. Who thinks so? Be honest. Who thinks so? Waiting for some answers. Good. Any reaction if you can hear me? Any reaction if you can hear me? Now, yes. Okay. Since when? How much did I talk to myself again? Yeah, it is possible that my internet is not stable. Okay, you can see the slide, right? The way you imagine it. The way you imagine it, that you start learning a language, You go, 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 and then you finish. So who thinks so? Who thinks that, yes, I will study, 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 and then finish? Do you guys think so? I'll close everything else so that we are not taking up any more internet. So I'm guessing no one thinks so, right? Everyone is super smart here. When I stop, I forget everything good. I like this. I like this comment very much. They're super smart who came to my webinar today, but most people think so. But the way it really is here. Yes, there are levels. Yes, you can reach a specific level. But if you stop studying, you will lose everything. You will forget everything. So learning a language is a never-ending cycle. This is the first thing that I need you to understand. Learning a language is forever. If you decided that you want to speak English, you have to accept the fact that it's with you forever. Not for 5 months, not for 1 year, forever. You imagine it's something like this. You start in the top, again, not you know, impersonal you. You start somewhere there. You go smoothly, nicely up, up, up. Then you reach the level that you're comfortable with, and it stays like this forever. Is it true? Going back to the comments. Is it true? Is it really what happens? So when you stop, it just continues, and you have the same level all the time with no problem. Another anxiety. Yes, yes. Because in reality, what happens, line going up, 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 up all the time. No. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, sometimes you go very much up, sometimes you go very much down. Learning a language is not a straight line up. And if at some point where you got to the point, yeah, very, very high, very, very much where you wanted to be, and then you stop, this is what will happen. The way it happens in the end, it will just go straight down. Absolutely. Skyrocket. What happens if you stop coming to the gym? Again, with the gym, it's very easy for people. If you go to the gym, go, and then you stop, what happens? There is no right or wrong answers, guys, by the way. You can just drop a thought, anything you think. Let's discuss it. What happens if you stop coming to the gym? No? No ideas? Okay. Will you lose? Let me ask you this question. If you go to the gym and then you stop, will you lose everything like at the same time? Like the same second? What happens? The question is in my slide, on my slide in my presentation. What happens if you stop coming to the gym? If you go to the gym, go, and then stop, will you lose all the results at this very second or the next day? Will you become super fat again? No, that's right. It will not disappear like instantly. The same with English. If you reached some level, you will not lose it at this very second. It will not happen instantly, but it will happen after some time. The same with the gym. Now, how can you still keep in shape if you don't want to go to the gym anymore? What should you do if you don't want to or you can't go to the gym anymore, but you want to keep in shape? You were fat, you came to the gym, you worked very, very hard, you got in shape, you have the perfect body now, but now you can't go to this gym anymore. How can you still keep in shape? What can you do? How can you help your body stay in shape without the gym? We all had this experience. We can take care of what we eat, or, for example, do Pilates in our homes. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yes, good. Anything else? We all lived work at home, right? Yes, yes, yes. Good. Now you're thinking. Well done. So, remember COVID times when we all were locked at home? We couldn't go to the gym. We couldn't go to our language schools. We couldn't go anywhere. What did we do? We still found the way to practice, but at home, right? The same with gym. If you can't go to your gym anymore, you don't want to go to this gym anymore, or any other reason, but you want to keep in shape, you still have to practice, maybe at home. We understand that. So, the same thing about English. The same thing about English. So, joining different kinds of clubs, social clubs, channels, Telegram channels, YouTube channels, any kind, having any kind of practice in your life, even after you reached a level that it's comfortable for me, it's okay for me, you still need to practice. And now, with all the technology, with all the AIs, with all the different channels, it's super easy to do and super important to do. Number two that you have heard many times, for example, you can learn the language in a couple of months, or you can learn a language in a year. Have you ever heard this before? Like, the idea is that you can learn the language and then some time period. What is the problem with this? What do you think? Why is it a lie? Yeah, the pandemic, pandemic times were I don't know. For me, it was fun, actually. We had a lot of fun. We didn't go to work and we were together with my boyfriend and we cooked some food all the time. Oh, we did so many cool things. We walked in the park. It was fun. So, why is it a lie when you hear you can learn a language and then some period of time? Someone says in a year, someone says in 2 years, but all of this is lie. All of this is wrong. Why? Any ideas? If you don't have any ideas, let's agree that you will also text this. Just say no ideas or I don't know so that I understand. There are no ideas or you are just lazy to talk to me. It's not easy learn language without exercise. Not sure I understand this comment. Money. No, it's not actually about money. We can reach some level when learning language in a couple of months or a year, but again, we should not stop. Well, first of all, yes, this is connected with the first point. There is no finish line. There is no you can learn what is learn the language? Where does it stop? Yes, that's true. But here my problem is with this time period. Look at these two guys. Guy on the left and the guy on the right. They are, right? They are very different. Okay, again, connection problem. I'll wait a second. Hello, hello. Again, I have some connection problems. Yes. Two guys, the guy on the left and the guy on the right, are both dreaming about the shape in the middle, right? They both want to look like this. Who will get to this shape faster? The guy on the left or the guy on the right? Who will get to the dream shape faster? The guy on the left or the guy on the right? What do you think? Say hi. Left? The left guy will get to the shape faster? We can't say exact time, I guess. They have their own time. Exactly. The guy on the right is already fit. All he needs is to work on his muscles. The guy on the left, on the other hand, has a lot to work on. But again, we don't know. We have no idea. Maybe their metabolism is very different. Maybe their bodies work so differently that the guy on the left will get to the shape even faster. That's exactly the point. That's a very good sentence. Time. When we get to learning, it's the same thing. Just like the bodies, people's brains are also different. Different people need different amount of time. Different people have different speed. And all the speeds and amounts of time are normal. I really feel so bad. I see people who feel bad because someone else is faster. Because I work in groups with groups in the school where I work, we work in groups mostly. When I see this one student who is weaker than the others, and loses motivation because of that, it makes me very sad. And I make it my priority to explain to this student that people are different and it really doesn't matter speed you are moving. All speeds and amounts of time are normal. And for the same reason, when people ask me, how much time do I need to get to B1 or B2 level? I don't know. I have no idea. What level are you now? What, like, what? No, no one can tell you. You have different time from other people. You have different speed from other people, and they are both normal. There is no one. Oh, he is fast. He's normal. You are not normal. No, we are just different people. And for the same reason, I have two different Telegram channels, and they are both are they are different, and these different types of my channels will work for different kinds of people. I also wanted to explain this a little bit more because different channels, different people. Now, lies number 3 that you heard many times, you need to find the motivation. You need to set a goal. Like it will solve all of your problems. No, it won't. What happens when you get extra busy? When you have busy period of your life or a busy period at work, or something changes in your life completely, you get a baby, you get pregnant, you get a new pet, you move to another country, you move to another apartment, your life gets busy. What happens then? Will you still have the motivation? What happens when you get extra busy? Do you still have motivation to learn English when your life gets extra busy? When it's a busy period at work, when you get I don't know, a new pet, a new baby, move to another apartment, move to another city, move to another country. You break up with a person, you start dating a new person. When your life gets busy, do you still have the motivation to continue and to learn and to improve yourself? No, I don't have. Exactly. This is the most common thing that my question will be, is it realistic to expect to be motivated, energized, and pumped all the time? Is it really realistic to always be like, yes, I'm going to spend 1 hour for English today and tomorrow and the next day, and I like it and I'm so motivated? Is it realistic to be like this all the time? I hope you're saying no. No, actually, of course not. Of course not. This is physically impossible. There is a balance in everything in our life. For everything good, we have something bad. For something black, there is something white. There is a balance. Every time you feel energized and pumped, you have to understand that there will be moments when you feel sad and tired and not motivated, and that's normal. So funny. I'm happy you guys are having fun with me. That's who I am. Yes, my feeps in this Telegram channel, motivation is in the sense of community. We have like thousands of people there, and you have this community that can support you anytime you want to come there. But if you are a part of FIPS, you maybe notice that sometimes it gets boring because people don't want to leave their comfort zone. People say, hello, how are you? And that's it. No one offers good topics. No one offers deeper topics. So from time to time, it will get boring over there in FIPS. In Peeps, at the same time, we have regular practice that I create. So I am the big motivator over there all the time. And also, we have motivation keeping techniques. What does it mean? For example, if you finish this exercise, you get extra points. We earn points in Peeps. So, something extra, some extra techniques, even you can create it for yourself, but these motivation keeping techniques can help you even in your everyday life. Reason why you give up, number 3, again, returning from the motivation talk, you are waiting for the motivation to come back. You lost your motivation, life got busy, and you are sitting and waiting. Well, I think I will continue learning English when my motivation comes back. What if it never comes back? What if it never does? What are you going to do? Always waiting for motivation? That's why I will start the gym from Monday. It doesn't work because you're waiting for motivation. I will start the diet from Monday. I will stop smoking from Monday. You are waiting for this motivation to come. And this is what your life looks like. Take a look. How can I join the premium? Give me, please, some more time to finish up the webinar and I will let you know. Look at this cycle. You're super motivated. You start studying. You're super motivated and pumped. You get busy with life. Always. It always happens. You lose focus. At first, it's not about motivation. At first, you are still focused. You're still motivated, but you lose focus. You cannot like this or this or this. You don't know what to do. Then, after some time, you lose motivation. You stop. Sometimes for a short time, sometimes for a long time. Then you come back. You expect, right? Wrong expectations. Remember the slide? You expect to remember everything you learned before. You get upset because you don't remember and you have to start again. You lose motivation and you stop studying again. Do you know anybody who goes in this cycle or who maybe is stuck in this little cycle? Do you know any friends like this? Do you have friends like this? Maybe classmates, maybe co-workers, family? Yes. I was waiting for something like, yes, me. No. There. You've been there. Sometimes why there is a little arrow. Sometimes we find the motivation again. Yeah, sometimes motivation comes back and we start from the very beginning. But mostly it's like this. The key here is this sentence. You don't need motivation if you have a habit. The motivation, if you have a habit. When you have a habit, you don't need the motivation. Let me show you why. A smoker doesn't have a motivation to smoke. There is no possible motivation for a smoker to smoke. Everyone knows it's bad for your health. Everyone knows it causes problems. Every smoker knows all possible results of smoking. So there is no motivation for them to smoke. But a smoker has a habit. Habit means ritual. With smokers, we all know this ritual. You ate something, oh, I'm so full, I need to smoke. You woke up in the morning, you take some coffee and you smoke. After sex, we go and we have a cigarette. These are rituals. They're their habit is connected to some life ritual. So, how can we use this knowledge in learning? You can write your ideas. I will continue because I need to speed up a little bit. I don't want to take too much of your time. So, you write your answers to this question. How can we use this knowledge that habits equals rituals in learning? But I will continue. Some ideas. You can connect chores with English. For example, washing the dishes and TV show. Always, always. Every time you wash the dishes, you play some TV show. Or every time you cook, you listen to a podcast. Connect doing chores with practicing English. Or just surround yourself with people who have the same goals so you can support each other. Or find apps with achievement systems like Duolingo or Drops. They give you bonuses for doing stuff regularly. So you come, you do, you achieve something, you get these achievements. And usually, our psychology, our brain likes these rewards, this dopamine, and our brain likes it very much and wants to do it again and again and again. Or take a challenge. 20 One, two, three. 21 days of English plus reward. If I do this, if I do 21 days of English, I will buy myself a new tablet or something like this. Get yourself a challenge plus reward. These are just some ideas. But to create a habit, you need to connect the habit that you want to get with a ritual. You need to create a ritual connected with something within your life. Exactly this topic, we tried to create a habit in her life, and we connected breakfast and TV show. Every time she has breakfast, she watches something, some TV show in English. Every single time, no skips, nothing. If it's a short breakfast, she watches like 5-10 minutes of a TV show, doesn't matter. But every time she has breakfast, every time she has food in the morning, she watches a TV show in English. When you do it long enough, you just can't undo it. It becomes a ritual and you created a useful habit. Disadvantages: it requires discipline, something we're all lacking. And of course, it might be difficult to do by yourself. My guys in FEEPS, in Free English Practice Space, might enjoy the collection of stuff because we have a huge collection of stuff there. But if they don't have the habit to open Telegram regularly, they just won't do it, right? Because it's all about discipline. If I don't have a habit to open Telegram every other day to practice, then I will not go to FEEPS. Why? I don't have the habit. But in PEEPS, on the other hand, we don't have this problem because of, as I told you before, we have motivation keeping techniques, we have community, we support each other, we have time limits, and it's more interesting for us to come back, and it's easier for us there to create a habit. Now, I finished half of my presentation. I will move on faster, I promise. But now I explained to you why you gave up all the time. And now, when you know why you can't succeed, we can actually move to how you can succeed, what you need to do. We are moving to 3 ingredients, to the key formula of how you can learn anything. Have you ever heard this phrase? Oh, they just have a talent for languages. Have you ever heard this before? Or not languages, anything else. Oh, she sings so well. She just has a talent. Oh, he draws so well. He just has a talent. I could never do it because they have a talent. I don't have a talent. So I can't do it. Yeah, I heard about it. Yes. Mhm. Now, I am here to explain to you that there is no such thing as a talent. When a person is born, the person has some skills. Yes, that's true. For example, someone has only one little square of languages, right? But a lot of sports, a lot of art. Someone will have a different set from birth, from when we are a baby. This is not a talent. This is something that you have to say thank you for to your family. Think about it. Every time a person can sing very well, very, very likely in this person's family, someone already sings. Parents, grandparents, someone already sings in this family, and it's genetic. It's not a talent, it's just something that comes down your family tree. You can be lucky to get it from them. You can be a little bit unlucky and get some other skills. But what people call a talent, this is just something that your family gave you genetically. It has nothing to do with skills. So it doesn't mean that this skill that you want is unavailable for you. It means that you need a little more time than others. Do you understand what I mean? If your family didn't give you the singing, it doesn't mean that this skill is unavailable for you forever. It just means that you need a little more time to achieve it, to get it, than other people whose family gave them this skill. The same about languages, the same about sport, the same about social, any skill. You get the base from your family and you cannot change it, but there is no such thing as a talent. So he can do it, but I can't, because he can sing from day one of his life and I can't. No, it doesn't work like this. Extra time. And remember, we discussed it already. Every amount of time is normal. All amounts of time, all speed is normal. When you realize that English is just a skill, just like any other, all you have to do is figure out the correct way to improve it, right? We understand this part. It's just a skill, it's not a talent, it's not something unachievable. You just need to figure out the correct way to improve it. Now, there are three things, right? Three ingredients. Three ingredients for successful learning. Any ideas which ones? After everything we discussed today, after everything you've heard from me, any ideas of these three ingredients for successful learning? If you get even one of them, I will be impressed. If not, again, just text me no, please, okay? So that I understand that we can move on because you don't have ideas. It's totally fine. keep studying. That sounds sad a little bit. What do you mean by keep studying? Three ingredients for successful learning, and not only English. Remember, I told you before that this is universal formula. This formula is for anything. Anything you would like to study, you can study with this formula. To be relaxed and more practice. Okay, you are onto something. To be relaxed and more practice. I understand the question wrong. It's fine. No problem. No? Okay, no problem. I'll move on. I'll show you the first one. I'm just preparing something for later here at the same time while waiting. Practice, consistency, and goal. Ooh. Sorry, I don't speak Turkish. English, that's the only thing, and three. That's all I understood. So sorry. I don't know what you said, but consistency, practice, and goal is really on. Thank you so much for your comments. How you have to study. First thing, you have to study regularly. Regularly means with a constant pattern. I need to pay your attention. I need to drag your attention that I don't say you have to study often. There is a big difference between studying often and studying regularly. Do you understand the difference between and regularly? Do you guys understand the difference between study often, and study regularly? When we say study often, that means that you have to find extra way often, every day or every other day, often, as often as possible. It doesn't mean that you will continue and you will achieve successful learning, okay? Because regularly means even once a week is regular. But if you do it once a week, you have to do it every week. That's what regularly means. Constant pattern. Mhm. If it's just often, you can lose motivation, you can burn out very quickly. But if it's regular means also kind of nonstop, right? It's not about how much more and more and more. No, it's about regularity. Okay? So the first ingredient you have regularly. The second one, you have to study interested. Interested means the process isn't boring for you. This is what I've always talked about. This is what I always talk about everywhere on my TikTok, on my YouTube, in my, sorry, in my Telegram channels. If it's boring, you will lose motivation. You will lose motivation to continue. You will not want to continue. If something is boring, you don't want to do it. Think about some examples from your life. I am sure you have plenty. When you do your job because you have to, and when you do your job, some project, because it's super interesting for you. Two different energies, two different emotions. And if you're interested in what you're doing, you will come closer to a successful learning. And the last one, you have to study, you have to learn smoothly. What does it mean? Smoothly means that you take your time. You don't jump up and down. You understand and master what you learn before moving on. What I regularly do at the same time, study, learn, practice, have some English in your life. It depends on what you want to do. It can be, if you have classes, you can have a class, face to face with a teacher once a week. But if you do it every single week without misses, without skips, you will come to your goal in a more successful way. So regularly practice, basically, or regularly learn, do something for this skill. I am talking about English, but you can take any other skill. If you want to play tennis, if you want to go snowboarding, you have to do it regularly if you want to get, to a successful learning. So smoothly, yeah, the same thing. You have to understand everything, every step, every topic, every word that you learn. If your pace, remember, wrong pace, wrong speed, if you go faster, 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 what happens? You don't understand. You just jump. You jump through levels. You jump through topics. I didn't understand, but next, next, next. It's not smooth. These jump back and down, back and forth, up and down, here and there, here and there, here and there. This is not smoothly. When it's not smooth, your brain is in stress. And when it is in stress, it says, I don't want to, but your brain says, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. I am stressed. I will just shut down. No, nah, not today. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't have anyone to talk, okay, let's keep these kind of questions to the end. Okay, remind me to answer this question. I will finish up my presentation and then I will answer some extra questions that you have. Do you understand what I mean right now about 3 ingredients? That you have to study, or you have to practice, you have to learn smoothly, interested, and regularly. Now, the most interesting part, 3. Well, the good news is if you have to increase automatically. Kind of, yes. Yeah. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, yes. Even if you make sure that you have 2 of those ingredients, not 3 even, just 2, the third one will increase automatically. Is it good news or what? How does it work? 2 of them increase the third one. I'll explain. Let's say that you are very interested, right? You're interested in English. You want to learn. Maybe you know why you're doing. Maybe you're just interested. Maybe, genetically, your family gave you the interest in languages, right? And because you're interested, you do it regularly. It's not a problem for you. But you jump because you're interested, you're excited. You take this topic, that topic, this topic, that topic. You jump to this level, then you go back to that level. You are not really smooth learner. But if you're having fun and you do it regularly, That means that your motivation is high. That means that you don't really hurry up because you don't care. And that means that you will learn eventually smoothly because you will understand everything. Even if you jump up and down, because you do it regularly and because you're interested, you want to, I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I want to, improve myself in this topic. I want to now improve myself in this topic. Because you want to improve yourself in different topics, even if they are very not smooth, you will be successful. Do you understand? Another scenario, you have zero, this is a very common situation. You have zero interest. You don't want to do it. You're not interested in languages. You're not interested in learning. You hate all of this. But you have to. Let's say at work, they make you go, right? So because they make you, or maybe even they pay for you, you study regularly. Every week, twice a week, you go because you have to. And you got very lucky. You have a good teacher. You have amazing classmates and good method. And your process of studying is very smooth. You understand everything. You are not interested, right? But you understand everything because everything is easy with this teacher, with this method, with these classmates. And you study regularly. After some time, you will notice you mean if I go up and down, this is normal? I wouldn't. I, again, see, it depends on what kind of person you are. Depends on your attention span. If your attention span is very high, that means that it's easy for you to change topics easily and everything, and you have no problem with this, then maybe today you heard about conditionals and you're like, what is conditional? You learn conditionals, but then you understand, hey, but I also have problems with past simple. And you go down to past simple and you research this topic. Is it absolutely correct? Probably not. Can it work for you personally? Yes, it can. Right? So again, remember, this is all super personal. That's why my point today is to give you options, is to show you that people who tell you you have to do this and this is the only way, this is the only correct way, are wrong. If something worked for Sena, it might not work for Mahdi, and vice versa. If something worked for Valerie, maybe it's a bad idea for somebody else. But you need to know the options. You need to know that you have these options. You have to know that it's okay to try different options, to try this method, this speed, that speed, privately, individually, self-learning with the teacher, and so on. You know what I'm saying? And the last possible way, the last possible thing, when you don't have regularity. This is true for people who are very busy at their job and they just can't find a way every, for example, week, right? Every week is different. Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're in another country, and their regularity doesn't work, right? Not regularly. But if we understand that we have problems with how regular we are, but we are very interested, that means that we are having fun, we are not bored, our lessons are cool, or our exercise, or like something that we do excites us, we are interested in the process, and we don't run, we don't jump from topic to topic, we go smoothly, even if we're not, again, yes, regularly doesn't work for us. So for example, I had two weeks break, And then I come back and I repeat the same topic that I did last time just because I forgot everything. But I don't care. I don't get upset. It's okay for me. I repeat the same thing again and again and again because I'm interested. I like what is happening. I just can't do it regularly. After some time, you will remember because you repeat the same stuff again and again and again. And slowly, in this case, it will be very slowly, but there will be the progress. I have a student like this because she didn't have a job. She lost her job and she was really like super motivated. And we spent a lot of time together in the beginning. But then she found another job and our regularity was just, oh my God, I see her, well, maybe once a month. So basically, every month we meet and we repeat the same thing over and over again because she forgets. But she's interested. She likes the process. She likes me. She likes what we do. She's okay with everything. She doesn't jump. She doesn't ask, where is something different? I'm bored. No, she's like, okay, yes, I need to repeat this again. Something that we repeated many, many times is now automatic in her head. Every time she comes back, we spend less and less time repeating the first topics because she remembers them. She's not regular. She doesn't come regularly. But because she's very interested and we go very smoothly, it works out. 3 ingredients. This is the formula. The formula, the full formula for successful learning. You have to be interested. You have to study regularly. And the process has to be smooth. But even if you do 2 of them, it will still work. If you're interested and you do it regularly, the process will be smooth. If you do it regularly and you understand everything, you go very smoothly without up and downs. But so even if you're not interested, you will become interested just because why not? You will start enjoying the process because you understand everything. And even if you're not regular, even if you don't have the time to do it with the regularity, but you make sure that it's interesting, not boring and fun, and you don't hurry up, you go smoothly, you will be successful. Going back to my Telegram channels. FIPS, if you are not a part of FIPS, I highly recommend it. FIPS can give you smoothness. FIPS can help you move smoothly because you can look at the same posts again and again. You can ask questions. I will answer these questions. You can repeat the same topic again and again until you understand. But regularity and the interest will mostly depend on you. I try to keep it interesting. I still try to make it fun. But if you don't come in there and if you come with originally a bad mood or bad attitude, I cannot fix it for you. So mostly regularity and interest in FIPS depend on you. But in PEEPS, PEEPS covers all 3 ingredients. You will be interested. I make sure of that. You will learn smoothly. As I said before, I use a part of interactive method where I choose what we will practice depending on your progress. And you will practice regularly because, well, why not? Right? First of all, you paid money for this. Why wouldn't you practice regularly? Second of all, we have techniques to keep your motivation high. And we have different limits. And it's just a nice community to be in. And it's a nice place to join. So maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but the 4th month of PEEPS is now open. If you go to my, every month I open the door for just a little bit, for a couple of days, so that people who are interested can join us. So the new month, December, January, is now open and you can join us. The link is in FEEPS, in Free English Practice Space. I think, can I share it here as well? I'm not sure if I can share the links, but let me try. And that's it about the topic. That's it about the formula. I am ready. Let me share the link to FEEPS first, and then we will talk. Right now, you have, what questions do you have? Any questions you have? Yes, now I remembered we had a question. If I don't have anyone to talk with, how can I improve my English? Well, according to your question, I understand that, I think that you mean speaking English, right? The speaking skill. Because when you don't speak to anyone, you can still improve your reading, you can still improve your writing, you can still improve your pronunciation, and so on, right? Don't think that if you don't have another person, that's it for you. No, that's not true, right? Now, the second thing, the most obvious thing these days, AI. You can talk with AI these days. It's not even a real person. So even if you are shy or you, are afraid, which is a common fear when people learn a language, even if you're scared or shy, I solve this problem for you. Then I am now technically, and every time I record videos for my TikTok or for my YouTube or for whatever, every time I record a video, I practice my speaking. Speaking skill is not only about talking to another person. Speaking skill is about producing the language. Producing the language means opening your mouth and saying something out loud. So every time you imagine a situation, you can act out a situation. You can think out loud. You can use, again, different, even when you watch a movie or a TV show, you can imagine what you would answer, like a role play, There are many possible ways to improve your speaking, even if you don't have another person. Plus, in addition to that, there are many platforms, even free platforms, that allow you to find other people online and talk to them. So even if you don't have another person to talk to directly, you still can improve. You just need to spend a little bit time and look into it, research it. What is available in your country? What kind of services work in your country? What platforms work in your country? And use everything you can. Even if there is no platform that you can use, again, as I said before, you can still record videos. You don't have to post them. You can just record them. If you go to my even free Telegram channel, FEEPS, I shared the link, you can record voice messages there. Voice messages, this is also your speaking practice. You can create a chat with your friend, with someone who you trust, and you can record voice messages and video notes over there as well. So there are many, many ways, I promise. You just need to maybe think a little bit harder about this, or just watch my videos on TikTok, the playlist, tips, and advice. I talk about it a lot over there. I don't have a question. Thank you for this. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for spending 1.5 hours of your time with me. I appreciate it so much. That's crazy. I'll wait a couple more minutes. If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go. Hopefully, it was recorded and I can use this recording. If not, then we'll just have to repeat it sometime again. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much again. The subscription to Peeps, to the premium English practice space, is in euros. And yes, it is monthly. When you set everything, it will take money from your account every month, the same day, the same time. First month will be with a discount. First month, if I'm not mistaken, is 12 euros. Originally, the full subscription is 15 euros. First month is with a discount. You are very welcome. Thank you again for coming. If that's it, I'm going to end the stream and I'll talk to you in Peeps on YouTube and on TikTok and everywhere else. Bye bye, you guys. Have an amazing night.